Hey guys, it's Ben from LiveFit here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get the most out of MyFitnessPal and really create some consistency in your weekly nutrition. Now, this is the home screen in the menu on MyFitnessPal, and what we want to do to start with, step one is going down to your settings. So click settings, and there's a couple of things we want to do here. Firstly, we want to go to your profile, click profile, and just ensure that it's set up with kilograms, centimeters, kilometers, calories, and cups. That's very important. The most important one is that it's not set at kilojoules. We want it to be set at calories, okay? Then we come back out of there and we're gonna go into diary settings, and we wanna make sure diary sharing is set on friends. Go into here, friends, and that allows us to then view your weekly nutrition diary and then customize meal names. So we want to go down here and set it up for meal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or breakfast, morning snack, lunch, afternoon snack, and dinner. But we need to have 5 options here. The default setting in MyFitnessPal is only 4. There's a breakfast, a lunch, a dinner, and then snacks. It's much better to have it like this so it's set up in a chronological way. So that's what we do in settings. Come out of there, and then we want to go back to the menu here at the start. So that's step 1 done. So the settings are done. What we then want to go and do is go to goals. Now, goals is important because that helps us create consistency and set some targets with your macros. This is with your calories, your proteins, carbs, and fats. So we go into calorie and macronutrient goals, and you'll see up here I've got a target of 2,400 calories per day. Now this is varied for each and every one of you, but we generally do this for you or set it up for you. The most important thing is that your carbohydrates, proteins, and fat ratios are at the right percentages. So the default setting here is normally 50% carbs, 20% protein, and 30% fat. But that gives us like a massive disproportion of carbohydrates. So you can see there it says 300 carbs, 120 protein, 80 fat. It's not very consistent. So what we want to do is bring it back down to 40% carbohydrates, 35% protein, and 25% fat. Now this is the kind of basic ratio that we use for almost all of our nutrition programs here at LiveFit, but we do some variations with these depending on where an individual is at with their goals. So we can kind of increase protein a little bit more, reduce carbs a little bit, add in more fat. Everyone's a little bit different. So we do that depending on how your results are going. So we click enter there, and then that's going to give us these numbers here, which is 240, 210, and 67. Now those are our basic numbers for the day and how we can formulate a nutrition program for you. But it's also the most important thing that we try and strive to hit these numbers each and every day. The better that you can hit these, the much better that your results are going to be. Now what we want to do is come back out of there. That's step 2 done. And step 3 is going into meals, recipes, and foods. Now the biggest challenge with MyFitnessPal is that there's not a great database of accurate data there. So a lot of the data that's in there is from users all around the world. So when you go and look for, say, chicken or something like this, you have to go through, I'll actually show you this. You have to go through, if you go to your diary and you put in, say, chicken, you'll see all these different types of chicken. You can see there's like so many different types. It's all in ounces, it's all in tablespoons. It's really confusing. So what we like to do is to take the guesswork out of it as we go and create our own list of foods. So we're going to go back out of there, and here under my foods, we've got a list of all the foods that I've added in over the years, and they're all in 100 gram servings. So you can see that it doesn't matter what there is, they're all in 100 grams. Now we have actually a bit of a resource where we can provide a list of all of these foods to you, and then all you got to do is simply add them in over time. Now to do that, we go to create a food. So I'm just going to do a demo one. So we like to call it your own, and we'll just call it demo. We're always going to make it 100G. So it's 100 gram. Servings are 1 per container. We go next, and then the calories, we add the calories in off the list. Now you can find this list in our VIP member Facebook group. It's there under the files section in that VIP group. So we'd add our carbs in, 5, protein, 5, or let's say 10, and your fat, let's say it's 2. And then we click save. Now, a very important thing here is if you've got a fat percentage that's only, or any of these for that regard, if it's only like 0.5, just put it in as 0, because what happens is that your MyFitnessPal will actually put it in there as 5. It's a bit of a glitch in the software. So what we do then is save, no thanks, and then we have that food. So we've got that in there, and we can use that to then obviously plan our day of food out. Now, I'm just going to delete the demo one there, and I'll go back to diary. So adding that list of food in is real key, because then it makes the whole process so simple. So that's step 3. Step 4 is to go to your diary and actually plan a day of food. Now yesterday, which was Monday, I did a great day of food, and I did lose some body fat. I felt amazing with my energy, but also really consistent. So, and this was a bit varied. I wanted to change my diet up, so I had some cornflakes in the morning, a couple of eggs. Went through and had a chia pod in meal 2. Meal 3, I had some chicken, rice, olive oil, and some greens. Had some sauerkraut and frozen egg whites and eggs on a gluten-free toast with a can of tuna. A protein shake and rice puffs when I was with clients, and then some steak, sauerkraut, sweet potato, and green beans last night for dinner. So it worked out to be really good, and I perfectly hit my numbers here, which is the most important thing. I had 2,400 calories of food. Now, what we want to do is go to today, and I'll show you how simple it is to add in your day of food. So we go to add food. Now, once your food is all in there, we go and click multi-add up here, up the top right corner. Can you see that? Click multi-add, and then you go down, and you can just select what you're having each day. And you just add that in. Now, if the portion size starts to change, you can go in there, and I said, today I had 60 grams, for example, and I change that up. That makes it really easy, and then you can get some real consistency in your portions, and all you need to do then is obviously weigh it out before you do it, or as you do it. So this is the real art of getting that consistency with your tracking. So what we can see on our end is, because we got the premium version, we can see the carbs, the fats, and the proteins per each meal. So that's really essential, and we actually can look into your diary and make sure that you're hitting the right amounts of carbs, fats, and proteins per each meal. And this makes a huge difference in your results, massive. It'll accelerate your fat loss results like you've never seen before. So that's step 4, getting your diary tracking. The step 5 is the accountability with your nutrition. So we're going to go down to nutrition here and click that tab, and then this shows us basically our macros. Now at the moment I've got it in week view. I'm going to go to day view. I'm going to go back to yesterday because that was a perfect day, and you can see I hit those really good numbers. I had slightly more protein, which if anything is a good thing. Carbs were at 33%, fat was at 25%. I hit my numbers. My goals were to get 200 carbs, 70 fat, and 250 protein. So I was around 5 grams either way, and that's what you want to strive to get to. Okay, so we can see that. Now what I can do then is look at the end of the week. I can go into week view, and then I can look at the consistency. So I'll track the whole week this week, and then I'll have a nice consistent graph, and that's what we want to have. And that way we can really create some consistency in there. So that's kind of the main gist of what we do here. We want to make sure that we can see, and this is the most important one. So we want to go into day view, and in nutrients you can see here we got these blue bars. Now we want the blue bars to just gently be touching the end at the end of the day. So we don't, so you can see my protein just went over, but that's okay, that's fine. But we don't, if we can have this consistency here, the results will 100% come, guys. So really strive to get this, and talk to us about if you have any questions about this, because this is really the art of getting you guys results, and it's probably, I would say, 85 to 90% of the results that you do or don't achieve. You can train so hard, and that's going to be the stimulus. When the great thing is that when we get this nutrition right, the training that we do makes so much more of a difference. It actually really increases in its value because you're getting fueled the right way, and your body just turns into a lean, fat burning machine. So any questions, go through that. But to recap, we got settings, step 1. We've got goals, step 2. We've got our foods, step 3. Diary, step 4, and nutrition, step 5. Now, just one last thing. If you do have steps here, we want to make sure that it's set at do not track steps. Don't track your steps because it makes it way too confusing. So just as a last thing, go into steps and remove that. Make sure it's set not to steps. Now, if you guys want to add me via MyFitnessPal, go down here and go into friends and go up to the top plus. You can see I've got a lot of people here. So if you already got me, that's cool. But if not, add me via email, and just throw my email is ben@livefit.com.au, not livefot, livefit, and add your name, and then just click send. And then I'll get your friend request, and then I can view your nutrition and give you some feedback and improve this for you. Okay guys, hope that video helped. Comment below, let me know what you think, and let's get this to a high level for everyone.